Hello, everyone. I am Tatsuaki Kawai, President and CEO of Beadresse Corporation. Thank you very much for watching the Beadresse IR channel. I would now like to explain our consolidated financial results for the second quarter of the fiscal year ending July 2023. Net sales were 6,688 million yen. Operating profit was 900 million yen, and ordinary profit was 914 million yen. Quarterly net income attributable to owners of parent was 638 million yen. In the second quarter, both sales and profit increased significantly year-on-year. Business conditions remained stable throughout the first half, with almost no wedding postponements or cancellations, and solid performance continued. The non-consolidated results for Beadresse are as shown here. I will discuss KPI of our business. The number of weddings held was 1,638, 125.3% year-on-year. The number of bookings received was 1,486, 94.3% year-on-year. Average sales per wedding were 3.972 million yen, 105.0% year-on-year. Next, let me add some comments on each of these items. The number of weddings held was largely in line with our assumptions and continued to exceed the previous year's level in the second quarter. As for bookings received, the figure was below the previous year, but since February, we have strengthened our operating structure and have continued to build bookings steadily. As for the average sales per wedding, while the number of guests continues to recover gradually, and higher pricing supported by bringing wedding dresses in-house also contributed. In the second quarter, on a standalone basis, average sales per wedding exceeded 4 million yen. At this point, there has been no change from the figures already announced. If any revision becomes necessary going forward, we will disclose it promptly. As for the year-end dividend for this fiscal year, we will continue to review it based on our expected full-year results and future investment plans. As announced on February 20th, we will open the 5th Beadresse store in Osaka City, Osaka Prefecture. It is in a prime location within walking distance of Umeda Station, and we already have 3 wedding venues in the Kansai area. We expect this opening to contribute to a further increase in average sales per wedding. That concludes the explanation of these supplementary financial materials. Now, I would like to answer several questions we have received from viewers. The first question is, do you believe the wedding market can continue to expand going forward? Also, what is your current industry share and how do you plan to increase it? That's a very insightful question. First, regarding the market. Will it expand? If we think about it normally, Japan's population is declining. The overall pie will naturally shrink. However, the segment of people who marry but don't have a ceremony or reception is growing. According to research conducted by Recruit, it has been reported that about half of couples choose not to hold one at all. Why wouldn't they want such an absolutely great wedding ceremony and reception? There are various reasons. Cost is certainly one reason, and some may feel it is simply too much trouble. But the core of the service industry is providing great service and a great wedding. So people think, we want to do that too. If friends and relatives who attend come away thinking, weddings are wonderful, then I am convinced the market can grow. That is where Beadresse's mission lies. By spreading great weddings throughout Japan, I hope the overall market will continue to expand. That is what we believe in. Also, Beadresse's nationwide market share is still below 1%. That means if we capture more market share, brass will naturally grow. As for how we will do that, one way is to continue opening venues one by one, just as we have done so far. In particular, we still have only one venue in the Kanto area. The Kanto region has the largest population in Japan. Now that COVID has eased, continuing to open successful venues there, one by one, will be the most important way for us to gain market share. Another strategy is M&A. There are many properties available across Japan, and among them, we would like to selectively acquire those that are a good fit for brass, one at a time. We are already pursuing that approach as well. Those are the two main ways we plan to grow. Next question. Brass's distinguishing features are its fully private guest house model, its exclusive wedding planner system, its open kitchen style, and its focus on generating long-term profit through word of mouth. Which of these points do you consider to be the most characteristic? I am very pleased to receive that question because it shows a deep understanding of our company. Well, I wouldn't say any one of them is the single most important. In the wedding industry, Brass is the only company that fully commits to all three of these core elements. The first is the physical side, creating venues dedicated exclusively to weddings. To deliver a truly great wedding, we believe the best possible facilities are essential. That is why I see our venues as purpose-built stages for weddings. That is the physical side. The second is our exclusive wedding planner system, which is the human side of the service. By having one wedding planner stay with each couple from beginning to end, we create a great wedding with the feeling of being, so to speak, a best friend for a limited time to the bride and groom. That's the second one. And of course, guests come looking forward to the food. So the third one is serving freshly prepared dishes from an open kitchen. I can't say which one is number one. What matters most to us is that these three elements come together to create the best wedding. If we were to lose that, brass would no longer be brass. So I cannot say which is number one. All three are essential. Thank you for the excellent question. The third question is, why do you focus primarily on hiring new graduates, and why not on mid-career hiring? That is another sharp question from someone who clearly understands our company very well. For one thing, the wedding planner position is incredibly popular at our company. We receive applications from many of university and vocational school students from all over Japan. Why is that? It is because there are very few companies like ours where wedding planners work under a true exclusive wedding planner system. To put it another way, we simply can't do mid-career hiring. Since other companies don't operate with this level of consistency, hiring mid-career people from them is just not possible. It's a completely different job. Between division of labor and consistency, it's really different. The reality is that even if we wanted to, we couldn't. That is why focusing on new graduates is extremely rational for Brass, and I believe it is also the best approach for students across Japan who want to become wedding planners. We've been doing this for 20 years, believing it to be the best approach. The first graduating class is now 20 years old and has reached the age of 40. I don't think this will change in the future. Well, as for chefs and pastry chefs, it's about 50-50. We're active in mid-career hiring, and we also actively recruit chefs and pastry chefs from vocational schools. That's the current situation. All right, that concludes our Q&A session. Thank you for watching this video. We'll continue to do our best to increase corporate value, so we look forward to your continued support. We're accepting questions about this video and these results, so please contact us here. Please reach out to us. All right, we'll see you again in the third quarter financial results video. Goodbye.